All right, take a deep inhale through your nose. Open your mouth and push it out through your mouth. How do you feel? Do you feel better? Comment, how did that make you feel? So we humans know of one way to consciously shift our nervous system, and that is with the breath. And I really think of all the things that we've talked about so far, this is the one that if we could put it into school curriculum would make the biggest difference. Because our nervous system is connected to stress. And stress and inflammation is the #1 cause of disease in the world today. So, if we knew how to work with our nervous system to reduce the negative impact of stress, shouldn't we do that? And if it's free, and it literally takes no time to learn, no money to buy or have, we already have it, shouldn't we do that? Yes, the answer is yes. And even if schools won't teach us, or there won't be a pharmaceutical ad on the TV about something that doesn't cost any money, hopefully Rise and our team here can bring you information like this that you should know. So we're going to talk about it today, and I'm going to teach you 2 skills. We're actually going to learn 2 skills. Well, 3. We already did one at the very beginning. Inhale through your nose, exhale through your mouth. It immediately stimulates that rush that you get in your body is your parasympathetic nervous system. Just chilling out. So first, okay, so your nervous system has 2 sides of it. There's the sympathetic nervous system, which is your heightened sense of arousal. It is where your nervous system functions when you're in your fight or flight response. This is the stress response. The fight or flight response comes out of when humans lived at a time where we might encounter a dangerous situation and we actually had to decide, are we going to fight this bear or are we going to try to run away or climb a tree? And we have not evolved, our instincts have not evolved, our nervous system has not evolved in a way where we no longer have that same super intense response when we're in a stressful situation. So sympathetic nervous system, fight or flight response when you're stressed. And I would argue that probably most people around the world are in their sympathetic nervous system at least 80% of their lives. Just because life is stressful, and even now in wealthier nations, life again has become very stressful. I think maybe there was a period of time during the Renaissance when people who had money actually valued rest. And now somehow our structures have created this new incentive where people who have money just need to make more money and need to work harder and are also just as stressed as everyone else. Okay, tangent. Parasympathetic nervous system. Parasympathetic nervous system is the relaxation response. It's that feeling when you lay down in bed and you go, and you feel it's almost like a flood of energy goes through your body. When you sigh, when you relax, you feel it throughout your system, and you are actually feeling it throughout your nervous system because you are shifting from the sympathetic nervous system to the parasympathetic nervous system. And what is happening inside of our bodies when we're in the sympathetic nervous system is all of our energy is going to essentially our extremities, our brain, to figure out, are we going to fight or flight? Are we going to have to defend our lives here in this situation? Now, if we're going into a board meeting, that doesn't actually make sense that all of our faculties would be dedicated to the fight or flight decision, but that's what happens. And what that means that is not happening is all of our internal normal functioning processes are not happening. So our digestion is not happening. Our detoxification is not happening. everything that our body does on its own when we are relaxed, it does not do when we are stressed in the sympathetic nervous system. So you understand that in the para, that is when we're doing our digestion work, our detoxification work, our repairing work. We're repairing our cells. We're circulating oxygen-rich blood. That's also why stress is one of the primary indicators of weight gain and obesity, because if we're in sympathetic all the time, we're never digesting. And that's why the form of yoga that actually leads to the most weight loss is yin. We can talk about this another time, but yin is the most relaxing yoga form. It's not like hatha or Bikram or sculpt. It's literally yin, where you do like 6 poses in an hour, because it is moving you into your parasympathetic nervous system. Take that to your studio. If they don't have a yin class, tell them, have a yin class, please. This is actually what's going to make the biggest change. Okay, back to the breath. So, sympathetic nervous system connected to the inhale. Parasympathetic nervous system connected to the exhale. The one way that we know how to influence our nervous system with our breath and with changing the length of the inhale and the exhale. How cool. So you can imagine when you're someone maybe you've seen is having a panic attack, you can't exhale. You're up here breathing the top of your chest. That's why they give you like a brown bag, because then you can see the breath going in and out, and it creates this visual incentive to exhale. You can't just inhale. The bag will forever be scrunched up. You actually have to exhale to fill up the bag. And that's what they're trying to get you to do when you're having a panic attack. And that's actually a tool that you can use if you're feeling really anxious, stressed, breathing up here and just inhaling. You're actually making this snowball go up and like out further into sympathetic. If you can exhale, you're going to start to move yourself closer over to the para, where you can actually relax, okay? And similarly, when you're sleeping, usually we have a nice long exhale. And when we're relaxing, usually it's associated with sighing. That's why that exhale we did at the very beginning felt so good. So we're going to learn 2 techniques. One is called box breathing, where we're actually creating equal lengths of inhale, pause, exhale, pause. So we're going to inhale for 3 counts along the side, hold the inhale for 3 counts along the top, exhale for 3 counts down the other side, hold the exhale for 3 counts down here. And what we're doing is creating balance between the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous systems. This is actually our optimal state of being in the world when we're engaged intellectually, because we are relaxed enough where we can actually be creative thinkers, and we are stimulated enough that we can focus. Okay, so wherever you are, we're going to do this through our nose, and I'll just count. Okay, ready? Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3. Inhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3. Exhale, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3. All right, you can release that. Go back to normal breathing. How do you feel? Comment. Tell me, how do you feel? How did that make you feel? It should likely feel like you're kind of like cruising, like getting closer to that flow state where you're alert, yet you're not stressed, where you can actually focus on things and be creative. That's the box breath. All right, and then we're going to do one more. This is the one that you can do when you're trying to fall asleep, or if you're preparing for a meeting and you're really heightened and you want to bring yourself down, or you're preparing for some sort of stressful situation. So we're going to inhale for 4, exhale for 8. And if 8 is too long, you can always do 6. All right, get ready. Here we go. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, you can release that. Back to normal breathing. How did that make you feel? Let me know. And you really only have to do it for that long. Like 30 seconds of breathing can change what part of your nervous system you're functioning in. So I hope that this is a useful piece of information. I hope that you continue to use these skills that you just learned today. And I hope that if this is interesting to you, you do some more research into it, because there are a lot of different types of breath too. Those are just 2. And then plus our first inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth, 3 ways of breathing that are going to impact your nervous system and your health. But there are a lot of other techniques as well. It's a fascinating world. In yoga, it's called pranayama. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this adulting webinar here on our Facebook group. If you liked it, please click like, share it, comment on it, spread the word. We have 23 more days after today before April 1st. Woo woo. And if you want to learn more about Rise, just go in the link in our description or click the Learn More on our page. All right, guys, cheers.